There is something common between the state of Saudi Arabia and the state of Israel which would surprise you. They are sisters. The same forces who work for the establishment of the state of Israel are the same forces who work for the establishment of the state of Saudi Arabia. The same forces who have kept Israel alive today and guaranteed Israel's security are the same forces who have kept Saudi Arabia alive today and has guaranteed Saudi Arabia's security.
Wahhabism and Saudi Arabia's ruling House of Saud have been intimately and permanently intertwined since their births. Wahhabism created the Saudi monarchy, and the House of Saud spread Wahhabism. One could not have existed without the other. Wahhabism gives the House of Saud legitimacy, and the House of Saud protects and promotes Wahhabism. The two are inseparable because each supports the other and depends on it for survival. Although Ibn Abdul Wahhab is considered to be the father of Wahhabism, it was actually the British who initially impregnated him with the ideas of Wahhabism and made him its leader for their own sinister purposes to destroy the Muslim Ottoman Empire. British clandestine acts to disintegrate the Ottoman Empire were intensified at the dawn of the 20th century, and Brits were aware that the Wahhabi House of Saud was one of the most lethal weapons against the empire. Known in the West as Ibn Saud, the Wahhabi ruler Abdulaziz was well loved by his British masters. Many British officials and emissaries in the Persian Gulf area frequently met or interacted with him and generously supported him with money, weapons, and advisors. Sir Percy Cox, Captain Prideaux, Captain Shakespeare, Gertrude Bell, and Harry St. John Philby were among the many British officials and advisors who constantly surrounded Abdulaziz to help him with everything he needed. With British weapons, money and advisors, Abdulaziz was able to gradually conquer most of the Arabian Peninsula in a ruthless manner under the banner of Wahhabism to create the third Saudi Wahhabi state, known today as Saudi Arabia.
للمجد والعلياء مجدي لخالق السماء وارفع الخفاق أخضر يحمل النور المسطر رددي الله أكبر يا موطني قد عشت فخر المسلمين عاش الهدي للعدم والوطن للمجد والعلياء مجدي لخالق السماء وارفع الخفاق أخضر يحمل النور المسطر رددي الله أكبر يا موطني قد عشت فخر المسلمين عاش الهدي للعلم والوطن للمجد والعلياء مجدي لخالق السماء.
On September 17, 1969, King Faisal al-Saud stated to the Washington Post, quote, "We the Saudi family are cousins of the Jews. We entirely disagree with any Arab or Muslim authority which shows any antagonism toward the Jews. But we must live together with them in peace. Our country is the fountainhead from where the first Jew sprang, and his descendants spread out all over the world." The Iraqi intelligence services under Saddam Hussein reported that Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab was a crypto-Jew. And this history is widely accepted in the upper class of Saudi Arabia. They all know this. People get killed for reporting on it.
Hillary Clinton from August of 2014 claiming two U.S. allies, Saudi Arabia and Qatar, were funding and supporting ISIS. Quote, saying in part to an email to President Obama's then counsel John Podesta, we need to use our diplomatic and more traditional intelligence assets to bring pressure on the governments of Qatar and Saudi Arabia, which are providing clandestine financial and logistic support to ISIL and other radical Sunni groups in the region, end quote.
Do you know any major Arab ally that embraces ISIL?
I know major Arab allies who fund them.
King Salman also presented Trump with a gilded necklace and medal. But today's real business was the signing of a $110 billion arms deal between the two countries.
Tremendous investments into the United States, and our military community is very happy, and we want to thank you and Saudi Arabia. But hundreds of billions of dollars of investments into the United States, and jobs, jobs, jobs.
كانوا يعطونا ايه مصاري، يعني كانوا غالينا بالمصاري والسلاح والسيارات وشو ما بدكم نجيب لكم.
من وين الفلوس الداعش؟
من السعوديه ومن تركيا كان يجينا من داعش.
وكل السلاح
كله يجي من الخارج، يجينا دعم سلاح وفلوس كل شيء يعني.
Seemingly indestructible, which has made the Toyota Hilux a truck of choice in war zones around the world, including by ISIS. Their propaganda videos show convoys made up mostly of Toyota Hilux pickups and Land Cruisers.
U.S. counterterrorism officials asking why are ISIS fighters driving so many similar trucks and where are they getting them from? Look at these images. ISIS fighters riding in Toyota pickups and Toyota Land Cruisers. Authorities now asking the automaker, can they help officials figure out why ISIS has so many Toyotas?
And you would have Iran run Syria, a horrible prospect for us, or Daesh, which is also there, touching our borders on the Golan. When two of your enemies are fighting each other, I don't say strengthen one or the other, I say weaken both, or at least don't intervene, which is what I've done. I've not intervened. I have acted several years ago, and I think I was the first country to do that, to put a military hospital 10 yards away from our border with the Golan, with Syria.
You say no preference. There have been reports that Israel has been treating wounded Syrian rebel fighters in its hospitals on the border, including fighters from Nusra Front, which is, of course, the al-Qaeda proxy in Syria. Do those reports worry you that Israel's helping wounded al-Qaeda-aligned fighters?
As I said before, in a different context, it's always useful also to deal with your enemies in a humane way.
ISIS is beheading Muslims and Christians, then receiving medical treatment from Israel. If they were attacking Jews, they would not be receiving medical treatment. The former director of Mossad goes on television claiming that these psychopaths who are beheading people deserve humane treatment because they have never attacked Israel.
Al-Qaeda, to the best of my recollection, has up to now not attacked Israel.
But it's attacked your number one ally and protector and sponsor, the United States of America. There is a quote-unquote war on terror being going on for 15 years.
The only time they attacked Israel was by accident and they apologized, which former Defense Minister Moshe Alon publicly admitted. When ISIS attacks superpowers like France or Britain, they don't apologize. Why do they travel thousands of miles to kill civilians in Europe, when Israel is just a couple miles away? ISIS actually explained why it's not attacking Israel. The Islamic State said in its weekly newspaper that it has not focused on attacking Israel because it does not believe the Palestinian cause is more significant than other issues affecting Muslims. ISIS is burning Palestinian flags. ISIS is beheading and raping Palestinians. An ISIS leader was arrested in Libya and was discovered to be a Mossad agent.